Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I am your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we are bringing Roller Rumble back onto the tabletop after quite a bit of a hiatus. I have to give credit where credit is due. There is a fantastic new series that has gone up on YouTube. The channel name, I just put it in the chat room. It's Sports Flicks, and it is a fantastic series. A lot of great artwork done by the designer of that channel. It is Brent DeHart who runs that channel. He customized his own cards for the players using AI for all the players. Looks really, really great, and also has in the bottom corner has some archival footage of actual roller derby games. So that is a fantastic watch. Please do check that out. Give a subscribe to that channel. Brett is doing great work over there, and got me to dig out my Roller Rumble and get it back onto the table. So here we go. I have the game all set up. The teams that I am using, Boston and Baltimore, they might currently not be available. This was the bonus teams that came with the set, and I believe that right now they are only available as a PDF. So there's a link to the Roller Rumble site on Play Now. And it does look like right now the bonus skaters are only available as a PDF. So the two teams that I'm using, you can pick up on your own, but just note that they are only available currently as a PDF. So with that out of the way, let's get some Roller Rumble action going. The game is broken up into 8 periods. But we are going to start in period number 5, and we are going to join the game in progress. And how we do that is we use this halftime score generator, a really fun thing to use here that also simulates what actually happened in real life when this was on TV in the 60s and 70s. They joined the game at the half. So simply all we're going to do is we're going to roll twice for each team. We'll roll for the home Boston squad first, reading the red-white in order. So it's a 62. Oh, that's going to be good. They're going to score 19 points there in the first half. And for the visiting Baltimore Roller Birds, ooh, and they're only going to have 11. So that is where we are going to start. Oh, and then you can also roll for a highlight of the first half, so why not? We will roll for that. Let's see, we get a 13. Ooh, and it says a men's skater ejected. All right, what we're going to do is when the men come out, we will find out which skater, and he's actually going to start with a warning. That's one of the optional rules that you can use so that your star players don't get kicked out too soon. So we have a fast action deck. You divide it in half, and we'll set one half off to the side. And the periods alternate between the men's and the women's. So the women are going to start first here. We'll play through, once we go through the full deck, that'll be the end of the 5th period. The men will come on, we'll use the other half, then we'll shuffle the cards together, separate them again, and play out the periods 7 and 8. And that will be our game. If you are familiar with other PLAAY games, it is a characteristic-driven game, so you'll see all the players have different characteristics on their cards, and these will come into play through the fast action cards. If a player has a starred quality, that means that they excel at that quality, and they will win a tiebreaker over their opponent. So, for instance, here our starting blocker, Lisa Big O Berg for Boston, has the smart quality, but it is starred. And for Baltimore, Ellen Ruby Resnick also has a smart quality, but it is not starred. So if a smart challenge is called for the blockers in box 1, the Big O will win the tiebreaker between those two. And really, that is all the preamble that we need. So break out your green screen cups here. I didn't think that through. I thought that maybe because my cup is a little bit darker than my wall is, that we'd be able to see it. But alas, live TV. All right, so here we go. We'll flip over the first card, and we will get underway here. Period 5 between Boston and Baltimore. All right, so flip over the card. First thing we're going to look at is the skate. That's the majority of the time you'll be looking at that skate, unless you go to a different action. So this is saying star skater in 1 or 2, and that is the Big O. She is our only star between those 4 players. Dazzles opponent with expert skating. And then anytime you see those double arrows there, that means that team will advance 1. So there we go, Boston with an early lead here on the track. Quickly, I'll mention about the track. Once you move up to the jam space, the team that lands on that first has the option to choose to jam. That is how you score points. However, there is a chance that the opponents will also be able to score points. However, they can choose to continue playing and try to get to a power jam. If they advance 1 more spot, then they'll be able to flip over a card. And on a power jam, only the team that reaches that is able to score. However, they might get stuck there, and meanwhile, the other team can continue to try to advance. So, Boston out to an early lead here on the track. And here we go. Big skater in 1 or 2 keeps opponents out of position. Well, this time Ruby is going to win the battle, as she has the big quality starred, whereas the Big O is just big. So Baltimore pulls up even. Up to the next card, fast skater in 1. There are no fast skaters. Our big blockers are in 1 there. So anytime that comes up, if neither skater has the qualities, I just simply consider it a jostling for position. Nothing happens. Next one, agile skater in 1. Oh boy, it's fast and agile are not usually things that you find for your blockers. So again, nothing will happen. Going to the next card, cheat in 5. So right now, none of the players here have the cheat quality. Once we get the men out, I believe there are a couple men who have the cheat quality. But nobody is a villain right now. So again, we will skip that. Go to the next card. A smart skater in 2. That is going to be Christy Weirman for Baltimore. Shouts out instructions to the jammer who finds room on the outside. So now Baltimore on the verge of getting a jam opportunity. Let's see, a smart skater in 3. Well, Diane Fastlane Dane, who is one of the biggest stars here in Roller America. She is also a very smart player and evens things up. Who is going to get the first jam opportunity? Let's see, a mean skater in 1. Surprisingly, neither the Big O or Ruby are mean, so nothing happening there. Continuing to jostle. Agile skater in 4. That is going to go to Jenny Jerome, who has the starred agile quality. And we have our first jam opportunity, and Boston is going to take it. So we'll flip the card over. We will look at the jam result. And unfortunately for Boston, it has no points. So no points on the initial jam. Now we're going to look in parentheses. And now this is open to all of the jammers in 4 and 5 between both teams. A fast jammer speeds past 3 defenders before being stopped for 3 points. So it looks like it is going to go to Boston, as Baltimore does not have a fast jammer. So we'll give it to Jenny Jerome, who will get 3 points for Boston on the jam. After a jam is scored, or even if no points are scored on the jam, you reset the momentum track for the teams, and then you start over fresh. All right, and we'll pause in this action here to welcome everybody into the track here at Boston. Welcome to Bill from High Volume Games, Bob from Bob's Tabletop Sports, Zach Evans is here. Nate is here. Let's see. D. Scott Howard is here as well. And James from the Tabletop Sportscast is here as well. All right, welcome. Let's see. Nate saying, did I watch the free agency? I'm not sure. Did something just break? Did Boston or did New England sign somebody? I haven't seen any big free agency news. I kind of tune out during the off season. I'm waiting until the draft. That's when and Pops Reviews joins us here. All right, here we go. We'll start back up the action, and we will get our first substitution. So anytime that happens, you'll just flip over the next card, and it'll tell you which skater it is. And unfortunately, it is the pivot player for Baltimore who has to get substituted out. And let's see, do they have... unfortunately, they do not have a pivot on the bench. They took a chance having their players that also had the pivot rating in other positions. But it's not going to really hurt them. So if a player ever finds himself in a position that is not listed on their card, the only downfall is that any starred qualities, they lose the star on it. And so Shannon Shea here is going to go into the pivot position, and she does not have any starred qualities. So no harm, no foul. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they should take this chance and put in somebody who has a quality that Fastlane does not have, as she has both agile and powerful. Let's see. Why don't they... Yeah, let's... Because they're not going to win the TV battle over Fastlane, who is one of the biggest stars. So they're going to put in June Jamison, who is generally a blocker. And she is a big skater, also with a starred smart. So actually, she's going to tie Fastlane if a smart quality comes up. All right, so here we go. Let's see, agile skater in 3. Well, that is going to go to Fastlane. We'll get her team rolling. Let's see, fired up skater, star skater in 1. And that is the Big O. And the Shamrocks cruising here. Oh, and we're going to have our first action. So when that comes up, we flip the next card and then look at the action Home team surges around the track. So they're going to play strategically here, and they're going to try to go for the power jam, seeing as that Baltimore is all the way back here. All right, let's see. Home team switches jammer from skaters on the track. All right, so that means that we have to swap out one of our jammers. So I think we will just swap Todd and Jerome. So now Julie Todd will be in the main jammer position for a little while. And now we're going to have action. Home team surges around the track, and here we go, a power jam opportunity for Boston. Jammer weaves past the entire opposing defense, making players miss for 5 points. And Boston takes a commanding 27-11 lead. The Boston women doing some damage here in the 5th period. All right, we'll be reset and back to the action. Smart skater in 3. That is going to be our first tiebreaker here, as they both have the starred smart quality. And let me just check really quick. I believe that the tiebreaker is going to go... Oh, yeah, it goes to the trailing team in that case. So that is June Jameson, who's going to outduel Fastlane there, trying to get her team to get some points on the board. Let's see, home skaters in 1 or 2 deliver series of effective body blows. So the Big O and Estrella Valdez working over their opponents. Powerful skater in 1. So the Big O and Ruby both powerful. So we'll have a tiebreaker again, trailing team. And Baltimore on the verge of a jam. Agile skater in 2. Valdez has the starred agile quality over Weirman. So uses moves, improves position for the jam. No cheaters on the track as we are starting to wind down period 5, and we're going to have some action here. Action. Home team surges around the track. It'll be another jam opportunity, and they're going to take it. Oh, and no points on the initial jam, but a mean skater in 1 or 2. And no mean skaters in 1 or 2. So no points on that jam. Powerful skater in 4. That is going to be Martha Mackey. Heaves opposing skaters. Oh boy, so heaves Todd into Valdez and Fastlane. And Baltimore out to the early advantage here as we restart. Let's see, no mean skaters in 3. Star skater in 4. Julie Todd is a star. Embarrasses Mackey out of position. Let's see, mean skater in 3. No mean skaters. Everyone's being nice out there. No cheaters. And we're coming down to the final couple minutes here, and we're going to have our first highlight reel. So anytime a highlight reel comes up, you go to the game booklet, and we'll always start on highlight reel A. We'll read the dice red-white. Let's see, fight breaks out on track between skaters in 4 and 5. Skaters warned, no penalties. But that is going to reset the track. So potentially that will be the end of scoring here. We're going to have some action. Let's see, skaters in 1 and 3 jostle for position in hard-hitting lap. And this is a TV, so the fast lane going to give them the advantage, and this is probably going to do it. Let's see, agile skater in 4. That's tied between McKay and Todd. They will move up, and that is the end of the 5th period. All right. As Tabletop Sportscast has just become a member of the channel. Thank you, James. Awesome. I appreciate the support. Our newest member of the channel, Tabletop Sportscast. Please be sure to follow his channel as well as his podcast. I appreciate the support, James. Let's see. I need to get the soundtrack. Yes, I should get some non-licensed 80s music for the next one. All right, so we will get the ladies off the track and set up with the men and get ready for period 6. So here come the Boston men. Mean Eugene Dixon and Albert Kovac, the blockers. The King, Stuart Henson, the pivot position. And then Fabulous Dan Van Meter and Mickey Walker, the jammers for the men's team. And now we will get the men for Baltimore onto the track. And for Baltimore, it is Ed the Monster McGill and Gene Stick Taylor, the blockers. Gary Brewer is the pivot man, and Dan Toots Del Vecchio and Ernie DiBerdini are the jammers for the Roller Birds. All right, so we can get right into the action here in period 6. So Boston with a commanding 27-11 lead, but is a lead ever safe in Roller Rumble? Let's see. Well, here we go. We do have a player with a cheat quality, Albert Kovac for Boston. Let's see. He's going to trip his opponents, causing a pileup on the track, and the Boston men take the early advantage. Big skater in 1. Well, that is a tie, so Mean Dixon and the Monster McGill both have the starred big quality. So again, our tiebreaker will be the trailing team. And the Monster knocks Mean Eugene down to the floor. Action coming up. Let's see, skaters in 5 get tangled up. One spins over the rail and into the crowd. And that is going to be Ernie DiBerdini. Gets spilled over the rail by Mickey Walker. And Boston in position for a jam. Substitute. We're going to skip the substitutes here in the first half of the deck. Just a little house rule I have. Go right to the next card. Let's see. Powerful Jammer in 5. That is going to be Mickey Walker, who is going to outmuscle his opponent. And Boston with a jam opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, I guess they might as well take it. Let's see, and it'll be 1 point on the initial jam for the fabulous one, Dan Van Meter. The follow-up jam, a Star Jammer, finishes off Key Defender Owen for a power jam. And that is the fabulous one, who is a starred star. So, Boston with a chance for a power jam, and they will get an additional 2 points. Some great skating by the fabulous one. He gets around the track and gets a couple extra points on the jam opportunity. And Boston now in front, 30-11. Action starts back up. Let's see. No big jammers in 5. Revved up Star in 2. No stars in the 2 position. Body blow from, oh boy. So that's going to be the Monster who's going to win the tiebreaker as he again gets the better of Mean Eugene. And Baltimore out in front. Oh, and a penalty called. Let's see, and it's a penalty on the Stick Taylor. All right, so I am going to put a chip on him. If he gets another penalty, then he will be, or no, sorry, penalty is not an ejection. So penalty comes up. What that means is they are going to be skating short-handed for the next 5 cards. If anything comes up in the number 2 spot, then Kovac will obviously win the challenge. And if a mean one comes up, it'll automatically create a power jam because it has the starred quality there. All right, so Boston on the power play here. And, oh, I saw mean, but it's mean in 3. Nobody is a mean skater in 3. Powerful, that is going to be Mickey Walker. Goes ahead. Let's see, a fast skater in 2. Yes, that is Kovac, who will move ahead. Fast skater in 4. That is the fabulous Dan Van Meter. Goes up to a jam. And in a shorthanded, any jam is automatically a power jam. And that'll be 3 more points as the penalty comes to a close, and a costly one for Baltimore. It's now 33-11. All Shamrocks here so far, as the stick will come out of the penalty box. Action restarts. Powerful skater in 3. That is the King, who is the starred powerful. Will power levels 3 opponents. 3 Roller Birds go down. Boston out to the early advantage here as action comes back up. Let's see. No mean skaters in 4. Visiting team skater in 1. The Monster. Oh, and the stick. They're gonna level. They're gonna level Mean Eugene with a couple of big forearm bashes. Down goes Mean Eugene Dixon. Baltimore trying to stay in this match here. Smart skater in 4. That is going to be tied. It'll go to the trailing team. So Toots gets his team close to a jam, and we're going to have some action here. Cheat skater in 3. Oh, nobody is a cheater, so nothing happening on the action. Mean skater in 5. No mean skaters there. Audience roars a star skater. Let's see. That is going to go to the King, and Boston neck and neck here with Baltimore trying to get a jam started. A smart skater in 2. No smart skaters in 2. Mean skater in 1 or 2. That is... Oh, let's see. Actually, that's going to go to the stick, who has the starred mean quality. Ties with Kovac, but they are trailing. And a jam opportunity for Baltimore. And they have to take it because they are down so much. Let's see. They will get 1 point on the initial jam. And then a star jammer, which is going to be the fabulous Dan Van Meter. Sends the crowd into a frenzy with a methodical skate past 4 defenders, and on the follow-up jam gets 4 points. Oof. So 37-12 as action resets. Let's see, and that is going to be Mean Eugene, who finally gets his revenge on the Monster and sends him over the railing. We're winding down period 6. As the stick fights back and elbows Kovac. And we're going to have another action event. Let's see. Home team gets officiating break and will advance. Ref always likes the home squad. Let's see. Agile skater in 5. That's going to be a tie, so Ernie DiBardino will win the tie. Weaves through the pack. Oh, and are we going to get a jam? And no, unfortunately, we're not. It's a call for a substitution, so that will be the end of the period. If we had gotten a jam, if somebody had moved up to the jam, we would have shuffled the cards and drawn 1 more card, as if a jam is initiated in the last minute of play, they do have to let it go through. Let's see. As Keith has joined us. Welcome, Keith. And Doug Hunt has joined us in the chat room. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by here. And yes, we do have the Shamrocks in action for St. Patrick's Day week. This is going to be my only show of the week, which is why I wanted to get this on here tonight. As life getting in the way again this week of our hobbies. So... But yes, welcome Keith into the chat room. Welcome back from Dice Tower West. Everyone very much looking forward to hearing your write-up on the event. Hope that it went well. All right, so here we go. We will get ready for period 7. We'll cut the deck in half, roughly. And we will bring the women back onto the track. Can Baltimore rally, or is it going to be a runaway victory for the Shamrocks? As I reboot my Roller Derby America Federation here. All right, so the women's skaters back on here for Baltimore, and then here come the women's skaters for your Boston Shamrocks. All right, here we go. Let's see. The level of dominance must mean they're playing at the Roxbury Armory. Oh my goodness. That would be a good place for a roller derby arena for sure. All right, so here we go. Period 7. Women back out on the track. And we are back in action. And action right away. Let's see. Skaters in 2 and 3 get into a shoving match. And it's a TV grade challenge. And Boston will have a big advantage there as Diane Fastlane Dane gets them out in front early. Another action coming up. Let's see, a mean skater in 4. No mean skaters. More action coming our way. Home team hustles around the track. Boston is feeling it. The Shamrock fans letting them hear it. Let's see, as Estrella Valdez embarrasses her out of position opponents, and Boston's going to go for the power jam. They're going to keep going. Powerful skater in 1. No powerful... Oh, whoops, I have my jammers and blockers in the wrong spot. There we go. All right. That's better. Let's see. Now we have a powerful skater. It's a Valdez who will get her team into a power jam. And let's see. Jammer sweeps past the opposing skaters and jams again. Oh boy. So that means it's 5 points for Jerome, and around the track again. Oh, but that time the defenders managed to stop the jam cold. No points. All right, so she does get 5 points on the initial jam. 3, 4, and 5. And that'll reset the action. And oh my, Boston with a commanding 30-point lead here in the 7th. Let's see. Restarting the action. Agile skater in 4. That is a tie, so we'll give it to the trailing team as Gidget Kelly gets her team out in front early here. Agile skater in 5. Another tie, so Martha Mackey will win that tie. Baltimore trying to keep something going here. No big pivot players. Let's see. We do have some big jammers, though. Or blockers, rather. That's Christy Weirman. Puts her team in position. And now Baltimore is going to try for a power jam. Let's see. No cheat skaters, so nothing happening there. And the trailing team, Baltimore, does get their power jam. Let's see. Circles tracked effectively and gets 5 quick points. So there we go. So Baltimore finally gets themselves a power jam and gets 5 points out of it. And we will reset. All right, and then I'll move the star players back into their number 1 spot there for the blockers. All right, so, and the action will start right back up. Another cheat quality. Nobody's cheating here. And now more action. Let's see. Skaters in 5 get tangled up. And it's going to be Mackey who gets sent over the railing by Julie Todd. Boston out in front here. Again, cheat quality. Everybody playing clean for the most part, at least on the women's side. Here's Debbie O'Hara with a brutal knee to Diane Fastlane. As she doubles over, Baltimore moves up the track. Let's see, a fast skater in 4. That is going to be Jenny Jerome. Boston back out in front. A big jammer in 5. And indeed, we do have a big jammer for Baltimore, Martha Mackey. And Baltimore looking to get a jam going. And they will, as Ruby Resnick knocks Valdez and Fastlane to the floor. And they are going... Oh, boy. They're going to try to get a power jam going. Let's see. And it's going to backfire on them as Valdez is a star in 2. And they will move up. And I believe then that gives Boston a power jam. Let's see. If this happens, the opponent gets the option to jam instead. Oh, okay, yeah. The opponent Okay, so it's not a power jam, but Boston will decide to go for the jam. That's going to work out for Baltimore. No points on the initial jam, and then a powerful jammer, which is going to be Martha Mackey, will get 2 points on the follow-up jam. So, in the end, Baltimore does get points and closes the gap, if you will, to 42-19. And the skating starts back up, and Estrella Valdez tosses Christy Weirman to the side. And boy, oh boy, Boston proving to be a little bit too much here for Baltimore tonight. Smart skater in 2. Well, Weirman back on her feet and moves her team up, and we're going to have another highlight reel. Let's see, 22 on the highlight reel chart. Fight breaks out in the infield arena, stopping play. Skater and opponent sent to penalty box. All right, so we'll reset the momentum track. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be the pivot player. So Diane Lane and Debbie O'Hara sent to the penalty box. So we'll have a 4-on-4 for the remainder of the period. As we start back up, and right away it's a check for 3, so nothing happening there. Let's see, smart skater in 4. That's going to be Jenny Jerome, who will move up. And the end of the period, we'll see Valdez move up, but not enough to get the jam. And the end of the 7th period, Baltimore got a few points, but not nearly enough. It is 42-19. As we head to the 8th and final period, the men about to come back out on the track, and the Baltimore men will have their work cut out for them, as they'll need to score a lot and then somehow slow down the scoring of Boston. All right. Let's see what happens. All right, and away we go. And a substitute right up front. Well, I guess since I skipped it in the 6th period, I'll do it here. Let's see, visiting skater in 5. So that is Eddie DiBerdini. Needs to come out. Let's see. We'll bring in Irv Bum Young, who has the starred fast quality, so he'll be able to beat Mickey Walker. And also with Agile, since they're trailing, he'll win the tie on that. He will lose on TV grade, a couple other qualities. But all right, here we go. Cheat in 4. No cheaters there. The only cheater we have right now is Albert Kovac. Agile in 3. So the pivot players, neither of them are agile, surprisingly. Continuing along, star skater in 1 or 2. Yes, that's going to be the monster who will win the tiebreaker. So he's going to dazzle his opponents as the big guy does some expert skating to get his team out in front here. Let's see, smart skater in 3. Yes, both starred smart, so time will go to the trailing team. And here comes Baltimore. Van Meter has starred fast, so he will win the tiebreaker there. Holding off the jam for now. No mean skaters in 4. Powerful. That is going to go to the king. And Boston is caught right up. Both teams on the verge of a jam. And it's going to be the king who sends his team over. Let's see. Boston will try for the power jam. They'll keep going. And it works. as Kovac gets the cheat quality here. As he will trip up Stick. And Boston indeed does get the chance for a power jam. And the fabulous Van Den Meter will get 3 more points on the board for Boston. Oh my goodness. A Boston massacre in process here. We will start back up. And Kovac, his cheating ways continue. And the whole crowd loving that. Some more action on the way. Let's see. Skaters in 5 get tangled. And that's going to be Mickey Walker. Who will throw Bum over the railing. And another substitute coming up. Let's see. Gary Brewer needs to come out. And we'll have rolling substitutions. So Ernie will come back in. Let's see. A smart skater in 2. Nobody smart there in the big blockers. We do have some mean ones, though, and the Stick is going to win the advantage here. Actually, there are 2 players for Boston that have the mean quality, and only 1 for Baltimore. So Boston's going to win that, and a chance for a jam, and they're going to just keep going here, trying to kill some clock, and they will go for the power jam. Powerful jammer in 5. Oh boy, and again, that is Mickey Walker. So another power jam coming up for Boston. And 3 more points for the fabulous Dan Van Meter. And oh boy, it is just about Geno time here for Boston. Crowd on its feet cheering as the Baltimore fans are starting to head to the exits. Action starts back up. Let's see, agile skater in 1. No, they are not agile in 1, and a highlight reel coming up. 45 on the highlight reel chart. Let's see. We're going to go to highlight reel B. And a 66. Skater dumps contents of water cooler on opposing coach's head. Play is stopped. Oh, there we go. So some bad sportsmanship by the Baltimore squad as the Boston coach is turning around to celebrate with the crowd and suddenly finds himself doused with the water from the water cooler. Play is stopped. We'll reset the momentum chart. And play continues. Let's see. Agile in 1. Nobody agile in the blockers. Let's see. Home skaters. So Mean Eugene and Kovac with some effective body blows. Action coming up here. Hey, there we go. And we are going to have a fan running around with a Shamrock banner. Fires the team up. Boston just about on the verge of another jam. No cheaters in the pivot spots. No cheaters in the jammer spots. Let's see. Smart skater in 4. That is going to be Toots, who will win the tiebreaker. Powerful skater in 1. That is Mean Eugene. Gets his team set up for a jam, but they're going to hold for the power jam. Why not? Audience Roars is a star skater in 3. And that is going to go to the king as he just literally skates circles around DiBerdini. And another power jam for Boston. Let's see. Oh, but the jam is going to be called off by the referee because that banner that was being run around gets grabbed by a Baltimore fan and thrown on the track. So play called off. We'll reset. And security will escort that fan out of the building. We'll restart back up here as we're winding down the game. And this is going to be Mean Eugene, who blindsides the monster. And Boston right back into action. But the monster is gonna fight right back as he's gonna send Mean Eugene flying on the track. Mean Eugene trying to get back up on his feet. Here's some action. Skaters exchange blows in two. They both have the same TV grade, so the tie will go to the trailing team. And can Baltimore get one last jam? And indeed they will, as Toots will get his team into a jam. So we will shuffle up the cards and take one, and they'll get a chance to at least make it a little less of, let's see. Well, they will get 1 point on the initial jam, and then a mean jammer. Let's see. And there are no mean jammers on the track. So, ooh, that would have been 4 points. But, and there we go. So that is the end of the match. As Philip Reynolds joins us here. Welcome, Philip. There we go. We had a little bit of everything. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very close game. Boston puts the shellacking on Baltimore, 48-20. So there we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And let me know if you'd like to see some more roller derby action or some more roller rumble action, because this is one of those games that every time I get it on the table, I ask myself why I don't get on the table more often. So I'm thinking I might like to try to run a short season with this set. So let me know in the comments if that is something that you would be interested in. And also let Keith know in the chat if you want to see more Roller Rumble, maybe a new set at some point. A fantastic game, a game that it travels well. It's one of my mainstays. Anytime I go on vacation, I bring Roller Rumble with me, and I've done that, boy, I want to say the last 10 years. Very, very fun game. And again, if you missed it at the top of the show, I put a link in the chat for a fantastic new series on the Sports Flicks YouTube channel using this game. Very, very well done. And please check that out and leave a like and subscribe to his channel. He's just trying to build up an audience there. So so there we go. All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. James is saying run a showcase over a few weeks. Yes, absolutely. All right. I think I will, because there's actually some teams that come in the game that are not part of the bonus teams that I haven't even ever gotten onto the table here on the channel. So I think that I will do that. Absolutely. So, all right. Well, there we go. That's going to do it for now, guys. I will be back probably next Monday night. We're going to get some baseball onto the tabletop, and then maybe Wednesday night going forward for a while will be Roller Rumble Wednesday. We'll have to stay tuned. So, hope everyone has a great rest of the week. Thank you again for tuning in. Please leave a like on your way out. Big thank you to all my AFR members in the chat room, including our newest AFR member, James from the Tabletop Sportscast. If you would like to become a member, you can click the join button down below for more details. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good one, everybody.